his objective is to not get to that point anyway.
Yeah.
He wants to finish ASAP.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for TNC in terms of scaling is, again, you mentioned the LC, duels can build up, although we've seen less priority in that, and of course the bounty kills do start to pile up. So that is one way to build up and kind of scale in terms of itemization. You should see some more gold pour in for the supports because of that bounty. That's one way TNC can kind of leverage that.
We'll get into it, John. Game number 2. He does this time around.
Prepare for battle.
That mid lane matchup may not be very fun for RML up against.
Give him an opportunity to bounce back in.
Good, top lane. In trouble. Gabby goes back in with the Earth Shock. Doesn't finish off the job yet, but March is trying. March will find the first blood onto Cuckoo. And it's very, very ironic.
That it is. Just because you cancel the right-click Cuckoo, that cost you. And March can be happy. He has this level 2, right? He can start stealing gold. Happy with that. And just a bit of a back and forth up top. You look down mid though. Whitemon is just sitting around with the Nimbus.
Fire Blast gonna be there. Torrent will not connect. The Fire Blast stun does not last long enough. Now March gonna come in mid lane, going after Carl. Bloodlust will be there from Wyman. March is gonna chase him down. This should be a kill onto Carl. And yeah, it is. RML will be the one to secure the kill. Wyman is just gonna have to leave the lane now. No point being here if you're the Ogre.
GeekFam.
Radiant's
Eventually
middle
just kind of
tower
walk
is under
back
attack.
towards the mid lane. Gives the ping out to those stacks. There for now, he's going to find out the hard way that the bounty hunter is still around.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And again, we're going to see this happen. They'll just fight like men. Zephyr will eventually leap away. Gabby trying to go on to Cuckoo. Cuckoo going to go down, it looks like. And RML comes in, cleans up Zephyr. Cuckoo does die. Gabby, give him the tip. There you go.
Oh man, TNC looking a lot more confident here in game number 2, finding the early kills, and you can see RML starting to apply that pressure on Carl.
Sunray gonna burn him down quite a lot. It will force out 2 rotations here, but GeekFam are still gonna lose that mid conquer. Now Wyman's gonna come in. March and run away from this Starfall. Arrow doesn't land. Wyman's still taking a lot of damage here from that RML Queen of Pain. Eventually he will be able to walk away, but they don't kill anyone.
Yeah, it's a massive missed opportunity from GeekFam, and that arrow missing cost him a kill onto March, and this pesky bounty hunter now. Oh, dust.
Good game sense, yeah, does get the dust off. Now arrow does connect March. Does go down.
Middle tower is under
Zephyr
attack.
is taking a wild guess that March was still behind it. In front of him this time. The TNC though, is like, I look at the like at Raven, he's gonna have that book up any second now. And that's when the hell begins up against the Lycan. Gotta be able to deal with it. No, top lane, they will fight Zephyr. Raven does go into that wolf form now, trying to fight 1v3. He may need to back off though. That is what he does. Back towards that creep wave to finish off.
I know how those blackouts feel, but we are ready to go, so that's a quick one. And once more, plump up down mid. Oh, Whitemon.
They're trying to stun on Gabby, but Gabby is going to be there. They just wait for the dual damage.
Tower is under attack.
Nice and patient
Radiant's
from
middle tower
TNC
is under
and
attack.
seems that mid T1 tower. Oh, going to be there with the X, throws out the boat as well just to clear the creep wave.
Ha! Welcome back!
You don't want to lose that jungle this early on, because they do have a Lycan after all, who needs that jungle farm. Arrow, not going to land.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures.
TNC aren't going to give up on this though, they're still going. Ultimately, GeekFam looks like they're not going to really be able to defend this. Carl will continue to try and just lag this this push out.
Step lively now. Your ally is
Radiant's
on
Meanwhile,
middle
top
tower
lane, there's a
is
bit of a
under
chase
attack.
going on right now for March. Moonstop will land with an arrow out from Zephyr, and that will mean March is going to die. And now mid lane, they jump in once again. Gabby trying to go on Wyman, but there will be a stampede out. KP does have Jewel up again. They
Radiant's
will
middle
find the
tower
T1
has
tower.
fallen.
And just a really quick take. Again, GeekFam is a bit too fragmented to fight in.
Dyer's top
Still
tower
Raven
is
up top.
Now, the question is, can they kill him? Oh, arrow perfect from Zephyr, but it's purged off again by KP. Now Wolfform is out. KP going to take a substantial amount of damage from those units. Not too careful. The
Radiant's
goal is
bottom
Zephyr
tower
first. He's
is
the
under
easiest
attack.
target. Jewel will be there, but Moonstop out from Google eventually does get there. Now it's Control coming out. Egg is in the middle of all this. GeekFam want to back out. It looks like Cuckoo is probably going to die. Mel also finding Zephyr on the Mirana.
And TNC again, they're just finding every single thing in these trades. GeekFam are not able to pin anyone down or even just get the damage out. Raven's just forced to run around. The areas they've been fighting him in have been awkward, and TNC has been maximizing that. They get to go into the Roche Pit. They don't have any stampedes to worry about. There's nothing really spotting this one out, so it's going to be a pretty free take here for TNC.
Quick easy Roshan. You're taking that away from Life as well. Denying that Roshan off that GeekFam would have definitely won.
Radiant's bottom tower
TNC
is
aren't
under
gonna let it go. KP jumps in, but Cops is starting straight away. He doesn't have mana for a duel anyway. Now he does. Top lane is also being forced in right now by the Lycan units. They've got to make a decision. Do they defend their tier 1 mid or their tier 2 top tower?
Dyer's top tower
Can't do
is
both
under
at once.
attack. Radiant's bottom tower
Tims
is
is
under
going to be
attack.
there on the Phoenix, but Arrow is flying out and will not connect. Now the Stampede is going to have gone. There is a duel on Cuckoo. Sonic Wave as well, but it will not be enough. They continue chasing. Cuckoo moves up, but he is going to die to KP. While that was happening though, you're not as willing to fight right now, considering they do have that bounty hunter. In fact, speaking of, March is going to get caught out. But I guess you are playing a bit of a time game here with the Lycan.
Yeah.
There's no real need to make advantage of that trap if you don't need to.
Yeah, there is a timer on the draft of GeekFam. I think TNC, with how they itemized on Gabby, are set to try to outscale. You know, the Battle Fury is just going to be able to let the Ursa really kick it up, although KP...
It's going to be chased down, but there was no walk on top initially. Now the Stampede will be there. KP's now they're both flying. He does pop Cruising Guard, but he...
It's a really easy kill for them. Without the standing up, TNC, they are losing potency from this draft by not finding track kills, by not finding dual kills, and even though you're farming up in Gabby, I don't know if it's going to be enough with how much ground you've lost.
Arrow and Nets both flying in as well. TNC going to lose a third hero now. All in the mid lane. It's going to be so careful about giving kills away like that, because this Lycan draft can really just finish the game so quick at GeekFam. Basher is up as the smoke is coming in. Wolfform, they have the vision. Gabby off the KB trying to back off for a little bit, and now with those overwhelming odds, they turn around, but he's going to cop a fair bit of damage here from GeekFam. They are willing to fight. KB about to drop, but the egg is now out from Tim. Cuckoo falling low. Zephyr falls even longer. Wyman also goes down. Armel is cleaning him up. Raven now goes in for a TP attempt. Do they have the damage? No. He will indeed get out, but Carl, he'll be fine. He does TP, eventually does decide he'll just walk. The TNC getting a 3-0 in that last team fight can now go once again to that Roshan.
Yeah, the durability from KP is a bit of an issue. They couldn't finish off him or Gabby, and that just cost them in the end. Their focus was split. That delays the game long enough that Tim's actually does finish that Raiden. So the presence of her Phoenix shoot.
Radiant's top tower is
Whiteman
under
could be in
attack.
big trouble. Does get trapped up.
Dire's bottom
KB
tower
does shine
is
so
under
far. The Crimson starts going forward onto Whiteman. No, not quite yet. Mel is there. And they are very afraid that someone's behind this ogre, but not really the case. Basically just him. Whiteman does end up giving a dual victory away to KP. Cuckoo was there, of course, but he was just trying to hide. And, well, now the pigs come out towards Cuckoo, but I think they're going mid instead. Carl is out there as well. Yeah, he does secure that tier 2 mid. Bot lane, Kim may get caught out here. Moonlight Shadow will be there. Raven to close the gap. Stop out and the Phoenix is gonna die. Nice easy pick off there for the side of GeekFam. But Tim's is just doing Tim's thing.
Well, once it's off cooldown.
GeekFam is smoked up. March could break the smoke if they get close enough, but it looks like they have spotted out KB, so right on towards that elevator. Now they jump straight onto that ogre. Why will we die? Both the fly in. KB does go down to the LC, but can they control the Fuzzy Wuzzy Bear? Cuckoo is still in trouble. March does die on the bounty. Cuckoo will go down on the Centaur, and now Armel going after Carl. He'll be forced to BKB up and just KB away. KB had Jewel but couldn't get it off in time.
Radiant's top tower is
Bit
under
of a shame.
attack.
Yeah, would have been a nice pickup still. TNC does win out in that trade. They only give away March really for 2 very solid picks. They force out BKB usages. Now Raven doesn't have the shapeshift, so there's a huge opening for them to just get a safe push out.
They're gonna go now. Kid is gonna be up there for the side of GeekFam, so they can definitely delay things from high ground push. They're giving us the roach time.
You don't have the sign.
Yeah. We go back to that tier 3 tower. He's losing a lot of HP because he doesn't have the cheese. Looks like that'll be it. They're just gonna wait out the repair kit.
Yeah, that rip.
Not gonna let it. Fine burst though. It looks like they Moonlight Shadow out from GeekFam now. They know something's up. They run straight into each other. Gabby, do you want to jump first? He is going to go onto Carl. They want the counter, but they'll run into a double burst on flank. Still, they will lose KP straight away. Gabby still has not found a target. He's being kited around right now. Armel forced to blink out of there. Raven on top of Mars. They will kill off the bounty. Now Gabby is surrounded, but they finally use the egg. But Gabby, he just holds. Now the Sonic Wave trying to protect the egg. It won't be good enough. It's going to be a full team wipe out to GeekFam.
Ooh, that's the engagement we were looking for from GeekFam. It all lines up. They got the control. They go.
GeekFam hasn't managed to actually take a Roche yet. It's always been TNC.
Shadows, take us.
I believe the Roshan is happening. Mostly broken on Cuckoo. Cuckoo will destroy the sentry. No, he won't get time for it. Armel jumps in with the blink. Arrow, not gonna land. Now a counter smoke. Back towards TNC, but they'll take the high ground of the Dire. Cuckoo gonna just loop around through the mid lane, trying to find a way into that Dire jungle. See Tim's courier, I believe, and that might give it away a little bit. Want a high priority target first. Someone like Armel would be great. The Roshan has begun, but only just barely. They'll get started. Gabby jumps in. He does go on to Cuckoo. Now Whiteman surviving a great Sonic Wave though, Armel. He found so many heroes in that. And now the egg drops. KP gets a jewel off on the Kulka. Carl is locked in. He's going to get stunned up as well and should just be dead here. But look at Raven. Raven's doing what's important, John. He's taking objectives.
Ooh. Yeah, it's not quite the fight GeekFam wanted, but at least they find a tier 3 mid. Still, Roshan will go the way of TNC. There's a Scotty up in Gabby. And third Rosh of the game does mean it does have a refresh shard here for them to play with. So, a lot of options available. TNC following this rush. Now, no real contestation, although Courier is going to try to sneak, but a bit too early there from Zephyr.
Always going to try with the Courier. Gabby, I believe done absolutely everything.
Yeah.
Quick fingers from Gabby.
That egg down.
They're gonna try into that mid lane. There is only one repair charge left on Whiteman. Gabby, I'm not gonna be afraid to take a bit of damage here. KP will be there to back him up just in case. TNC just still not finding a way onto the high ground. Now the top wave being pushed in by Cuckoo. A game of cat and mouse between these two teams. Raven, no, he's going to turn around back onto KP. Sonic Wave is there from Armel. KP trying to look for a duel here onto Raven. They may catch Whiteman. The duel, no, he won't get it off in time.
Oh man, the durability here from TNC is really just starting to be a bit too much. Raven can't eat through any of them. And that was KP with the craggy coat. It's really just too much on every single one of these heroes. They're starting to be ridiculously tanky. And that does give us a bit of a stalemate. Like, GeekFam are unable to find the kills and not really able to pierce into the high ground. Same thing goes for TNC. They're
top lane, looks like they do find Cuckoo. The duel will lock him in now, and with that Ursa, they will have plenty of damage. Comes out, Cuckoo gonna try and run away.
The prize is mine.
Does pop the Stampede, does lose the gem in his death. Will take that back home. Well, this Phoenix now has a blink dagger coming up for some reason.
Why not? The added mobility is always nice. Yeah, it helps you reposition a bit more, and you know, it's pivotal that you get the egg in a good part. Sometimes you don't dive well, sometimes you don't want to commit the dive, so it gives you more options there. Still, the siege begins for TNC.
They got one more attack to go through though, I believe. There it is. Off you go. They're still going to try to go through that repair kit again. Just so difficult with that blood loss.
You don't have the sand.
They're just never going to do it. Like, after this repair kit's done out the bot wave, we've seen this one before. No outpost. Down towards Tim's. Will form pop. Stampede is well for Tim's has no clue what's going on, but he has nailed this. He will get used up, arrow is there, and he should die.
I strike.
Now GeekFam, do they make something happen in the spot lane, or do they just back off again?
They've got to make something happen. There is a buyback up in Tim's. He just has barely enough gold to
decide who wins the game. There is an Ags upgrade as well as a refresher shard on there as well. For TNC, a will it win happening. They're going to dive in. Carl will throw a boat out straight away onto KP. So many pixels flying across the screen. KP is going to die. Now, the buyback is immediate, but they have caught out another in the form of March. Now the Ursol will be trouble Gabby. He will probably go to KB going after Carl, but he is so tanky on that counter. Gabby can't do it in right.
Tim's is coming in. Doesn't get the egg off. He's been Silk in the air. They're jumping in. They jump onto Carl. He's taken out. And see, that should allow them to go into the Baroche. That's how it is. much more difficult. Another thing as well is KP.
Worthy tribute.
Oh man. Armel. Ooh. Yeah, just barely, but now the push can start to begin, although, whoa.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Oh, there's that machine gun coming out.
Welcome back.
Oh no. Ooh, that's a dieback for KP. They went through the ages as well. This is gonna be a bit of an opening for... Oh no.
Well, that was a failed one.
Your cubs are orphans now. A lucky find.
It's gonna be really difficult for GeekFam to stem that push. They do have Raven's creeps pushing down bot, but Tim's is there to try to correct that, so... The defense last time really relied on Carl with the ghost ship fleet. This time without him, it's gonna be so difficult to try to stem that tide. At least you still have Raven up and running. And you have the machine gun from Whitemon, so there is that.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
How this ends up. Oh no.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Whew. A lot of back and forth there, but out and it's fantastic.